You turn off the lights, climb into bed, and wait for sleep to come. But instead, your mind is racing, your body's tense, and the clock keeps ticking. You're not alone. Millions of adults over 55 struggle with falling asleep or staying asleep, and most don't even realize what's causing it. You've tried the warm milk, the supplements, maybe even sleep aids, but what if the real problem is hiding in your evening habits? In this video, we're going to uncover 3 common nighttime habits that seem harmless, even healthy, but are quietly sabotaging your sleep. And more importantly, I'll show you how to fix them, using science-backed strategies that help you fall asleep faster, sleep deeper, and wake up truly rested. If you're tired of feeling tired, this one's for you. Here's something most people don't talk about. As we get older, our sleep naturally changes. It becomes lighter, shorter, and more fragile. Especially after 55, you might find yourself waking up more during the night, feeling stiff in the morning, or dragging through the day, even if you technically got 7 or 8 hours of sleep. Why does that happen? Because aging affects how your body produces melatonin, the sleep hormone. It also impacts how deeply you enter restorative sleep stages like REM and deep sleep. And here's the kicker. And when you're not sleeping well, it doesn't just make you groggy. It affects your heart health, memory, immune system, and even your mood. Poor sleep has been linked to higher blood pressure, weight gain, depression, and even faster cognitive decline. So this isn't just about feeling rested. It's about protecting your brain, your body, and your energy for the long run. Let's start with the first nighttime habit that could be doing more harm than you think, even if it feels like part of your normal routine. Habit number 1, using screens too close to bedtime. Phones, tablets, TVs, and even e-readers. Now I know, for many of us, watching TV or scrolling on the phone is how we unwind at night. It feels relaxing, right? But here's what's really happening behind the scenes. The blue light from those screens is telling your brain it's still daytime. That blue light suppresses melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy. So instead of winding down, your brain stays alert, even if your body feels tired. What's worse is that the content on your screen can also stimulate your brain. News headlines, dramatic shows, fast-paced scrolling. It's all keeping your nervous system in a state of low-level stress, and the result. You finally turn off the screen, get into bed, and your mind keeps spinning. You might fall asleep eventually, but it's not the deep, restorative sleep your body actually needs. A relatable sign: if you wake up feeling foggy, or you toss and turn for more than 20 minutes most nights, this might be the habit that's silently disrupting your rest. You don't have to give up your favorite evening shows or throw out your phone, but a few smart changes can make a big difference. Step 1. Set a screen curfew. Try turning off all bright screens at least 60 minutes before bed. If that sounds like too much, even 30 minutes is a great place to start. Step 2. Use blue light filters. Most phones and tablets have a built-in setting called night shift or blue light filter. Turning that on in the evening can reduce the impact of the light on your brain. You can also buy blue light glasses if you watch TV or use a computer after dark. They're affordable and make a difference. Step 3. Replace screen time with a true wind-down habit. Try reading a physical book, listening to soft music, doing light stretching, or journaling. These activities calm your nervous system rather than stimulating it, helping your brain shift naturally into sleep mode. It's not about perfection. It's about creating a bedtime rhythm that helps your body do what it's naturally wired to do: rest, repair, and restore. Habit number 2 might come as a surprise. It's exercising too late in the evening. Now, don't get me wrong. Movement is one of the best things you can do for your sleep and your heart, but timing matters more than most people realize. Exercise raises your core body temperature, heart rate, and stress hormones like cortisol, all of which tell your body we're awake, we're alert, we're in action. This is great earlier in the day, but if you do a workout too close to bedtime, especially something intense like cardio, strength training, or fast-paced yoga. Your body may stay in that elevated state for hours. Even if you feel tired afterward, your nervous system can remain too stimulated to allow deep sleep. Real-life scenario. If you've ever done a workout in the evening and found yourself lying in bed wide awake hours later, now you know why. For adults over 55, this effect can be even stronger because the body takes longer to shift from fight or flight mode back to a relaxed, sleepy state. If you enjoy moving your body, keep doing it. Exercise is one of the most powerful tools we have for healthy aging. But if you're working out too close to bedtime and struggling with sleep, here's how to shift things without losing your routine. Step 1. Move it earlier. Aim to finish any moderate or vigorous exercise at least 3 hours before bed. That gives your body enough time to cool down, regulate hormones, and transition into rest mode. Step 2. Downshift your evening activity. If the only time you have is in the evening, switch to calming movement, gentle yoga, stretching, tai chi, or a walk around the block. These forms of movement still support circulation and joint health, but they help you wind down rather than rev up. Step 3. Pay attention to your post-workout routine. A warm shower, dim lights, and quiet time right after exercise can help speed up your shift into rest mode. It's not just about when you move. It's about helping your body feel safe and supported as it prepares for sleep. Even small timing changes can lead to deeper, more restorative sleep, the kind that helps you feel refreshed, not just rested. Habit number 3 is one that sneaks up quietly, overthinking, worrying, or mentally reviewing the day in bed. You might lie down and suddenly start replaying conversations, making to-do lists, or worrying about something that hasn't even happened yet. Sound familiar? This mental spiral can feel productive, like you're sorting things out. But what you're really doing is activating your stress response right before sleep. Your brain releases cortisol, your breathing becomes shallower, and your body slips into a mild fight-or-flight mode, the opposite of what you need to fall asleep. For adults over 55, this stress response can be even more intense because the brain becomes more sensitive to emotional triggers as we age. So even if you feel physically tired, your mind is acting like it's preparing for battle. And sleep, it doesn't stand a chance. Subtle signs. You fall asleep but wake up multiple times. You wake up too early and can't fall back asleep. Or your sleep feels shallow, like your brain never shuts off. This is one of the most common and most misunderstood sleep disruptors in people 55 and up. The key to fixing the nighttime stress spiral isn't about forcing yourself to stop thinking. It's about giving your brain a gentle off-ramp from the day. You've spent your whole day making decisions, responding to people, solving problems. It's no surprise that your brain doesn't just shut off the moment your head hits the pillow. So, the goal here isn't to silence your thoughts. It's to give them a healthy way to wind down, a place to go, a soft landing. Here are 3 powerful ways to do that. The Brain Dump Journal. Keep a small notebook or piece of paper near your bed. Before you lie down, take 5 minutes to write down anything swirling in your mind. Errands for tomorrow, something that annoyed you today, even just thoughts like, don't forget to call John. It doesn't have to be organized or neat. The goal is to get it out of your head and onto the page. Why it works. Your brain is constantly trying to hold unfinished thoughts, but once they're on paper, your mind can say, okay, that's handled. And that small shift can mean the difference between tossing and turning or peacefully drifting off. The worry window. Instead of worrying when you get into bed, give yourself a specific time earlier in the evening to do your worrying. It sounds silly, but it's actually backed by psychology. When your brain knows It has time set aside to process. It doesn't feel the need to do it at 11:30 p.m. Set a timer for 10 to 15 minutes. Write, think, even talk out loud to yourself if it helps. When the timer ends, mentally close the loop. That's enough for today. Real tip. You can even say a phrase out loud like, "The day is done," or "Now I rest." It might feel strange at first, but these kinds of cues train your nervous system to shift gears. Breathing techniques that signal it's safe to sleep. Deep breathing isn't just relaxing. It literally changes your body's chemistry. It activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which slows your heart rate and calms your mind. Try this. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale slowly for 8. Do this for just 3 to 5 rounds and notice how your body starts to soften. Shoulders drop, jaw relaxes, heart rate slows. This is especially helpful if you wake up at 3 a.m. and can't fall back asleep. Instead of staring at the ceiling, just breathe. You're not trying to force sleep. You're simply telling your body, it's safe now. You can let go. Try combining all three. A little journaling, a few minutes of a worry window earlier in the night, and deep breathing in bed. This creates a powerful routine that helps train your mind and body to rest, on purpose. Now, before we wrap up, let's talk about a very common mistake people make when they're trying to help themselves sleep, but it often backfires. That mistake is having a nightcap, a small glass of wine, whiskey, or beer to wind down before bed. Now look, I'm not here to take away your evening rituals, but it's important to understand what alcohol really does to your sleep. Yes, it may make you feel sleepy at first. It slows down brain activity, which can help you drift off more easily. But here's the problem. It disrupts your sleep later in the night. Alcohol reduces REM sleep, the stage where your brain processes memory and emotional balance. It also increases the chances of waking up in the middle of the night, dehydrated, or needing the bathroom. Even just 1 or 2 drinks can affect sleep quality, especially in people over 55 who metabolize alcohol more slowly than they used to. Sound familiar? If you've ever felt groggy in the morning even after 8 hours in bed, or if your sleep feels shallow and unrefreshing, alcohol could be part of the reason. Here's a better alternative. Try a warm herbal tea like chamomile or lemon balm, or a magnesium-rich drink about 90 minutes before bed. These calm the nervous system without disrupting your sleep cycles. Remember, the goal isn't to be perfect, it's to be aware. Once you know better, you can start making small changes that lead to big improvements. Let's take a moment to breathe and recap what we've uncovered. There are 3 common nighttime habits that might be sabotaging your sleep, and the frustrating part is, most of them feel totally normal. Habit 1. Using screens too close to bedtime. That phone, TV, or tablet is telling your brain, stay awake, when what you really need is darkness, calm, and melatonin. Habit 2. Exercising too late at night. Even a healthy routine like working out can disrupt your sleep if it's happening too close to bedtime. It revs up your nervous system when your body should be winding down. Habit 3. Mentally spiraling when your head hits the pillow. Your brain keeps running, processing, replaying, worrying, and it doesn't know how to shut off. Bonus. Mistake. The relaxing nightcap. It might help you fall asleep, but it's quietly wrecking your REM sleep and causing you to wake up groggy or unrested. Now here's the good news. None of these habits are permanent. They're not personality flaws. They're just patterns. And patterns can be changed. Imagine what your nights could feel like with even just 1 or 2 changes. You shut off your screens early, maybe light a candle or turn on soft music instead. You swap out intense evening workouts for a calm stretch or short walk. You write down your worries before they follow you into bed. You sip tea instead of wine and take a few deep breaths under dim light. Now imagine what your mornings feel like after that. You wake up without hitting snooze 3 times. Your joints don't ache as much. You feel clear-headed, emotionally balanced, and actually ready to start your day. That's not just better sleep, that's a better life. And the best part? It doesn't take a major overhaul. It starts with one small, intentional shift tonight, and then another tomorrow. And over time, you're not just sleeping better, you're living better. If this video helped you understand your sleep better, or gave you even one idea you want to try tonight, go ahead and click that like button. It helps others find this kind of content too. And if you're not subscribed yet, now's the time. I create videos like this every week. Practical, honest, and made especially for adults over 55 who want to feel stronger, sharper, and more in control of their health. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these habits resonated the most with you? Have you already tried something that helped your sleep? Or is there one change from this video that you're going to start with tonight? Leave a comment below. Your experience might be exactly what someone else in this community needs to hear. And remember, better sleep isn't about being perfect. It's about being kind to your body, protecting your peace, and creating a routine that truly restores you. Thanks so much for watching. Sleep well tonight, and I'll see you in the next video.